I have a problem with Jacob Trouba.
Of course.
I have a massive issue with Jacob Trouba because the problem with Trouba that I've had is that, and listen, I bought his jersey a week after he got traded here.
Okay.
I haven't worn it once since I bought it. That's a problem right there. It's my issue with Trouba is this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at times when I'm watching him on the ice, he's in the wrong place. He's always, whether he's losing his guy on the ice, him and Miller the last few weeks. Let's call it like it is, Greg, and you know this is true. They've been the worst pairing of the three. The problem is you can't break because Mikkola and Schneider have gelled well, and you're not going to break up Fox and Lindgren.
Why not? Why aren't you breaking up Fox and Lindgren?
Listen, I'm all for it. If they want to try it, I'm all for it. It's just Gallant won't do it. He maybe will do it once in the third period towards the end, try it out, and then goes right back to it because for some particular reason he will not break up the Fox Lindgren pairing. I can't remember him do it. Maybe I've seen him do it once or twice, but for some reason I just feel like the last few games, especially, I mean, like I'm looking at Trouba's numbers right now. This year, 4 goals, 14 assists, but Greg, he has a -3.
Oh well, first of all, let's throw plus.
I know you're gonna say plus minus is out. I know that, but even Miller, but even
the only stat dumber than plus minus is the hold in baseball.
I thought you were gonna say whip. I thought you were gonna say whip.
No, whip.
I like whip.
That makes sense.
Thank you. They play that at Citi Field now. They do whip on the big board.
The hold in baseball makes no sense. It's illogical. You don't even need to record an out in order to get a hold.
So you're good with Trouba. You're good with him.
I'm good with Trouba. He's playing hurt. We're going to find out after the season.
How about Miller and how he's – because he had an unbelievable jump to the season, Miller. And I feel like the last couple of games –
I have a hard time – I have a hard time relating to fans that are like unable to appreciate that Miller feels more confident playing with Trouba and feels
I know.
More comfortable to explore different parts of his game because he's playing with Trouba.
Yep, I agree with you.
I'm not here saying Trouba has actually been a Norris caliber defender. I'm not. But if we're going to compliment Keandre Miller with one hand, I think it's important that you understand his comfort level and confidence level playing next to Jacob Trouba has allowed him to unleash parts of his game.
Yep.
So whether we're Trouba fans or not, I think there are some Trouba narratives that are extremely lazy. If I have to hear one more person talk about his contract,
I don't get into that nonsense. Listen, he earned that contract. When he played in Winnipeg, he earned it.
When he signed that contract, he signs that contract before the 2019-20 season starts, when COVID-19
he was a top 10 defenseman in the league when he got traded.
He signed that contract, and $8 million wasn't supposed to be the going rate for number one defenseman when he signed that contract. The cap was supposed to keep going up.
Yep.
Money was supposed to keep coming into the sport. There wasn't supposed to be a pandemic.
I agree.
Any contract signed before the 2019 season starts, you can't use it as an argument for why something shouldn't have happened to me. We're just supposed to be in such a different financial in terms of the NHL landscape than where we are. The salary cap's supposed to be over $90 million. The Rangers were supposed to be able to afford players over this. People are supposed to be making north of $12 million a year now.
Mm-hmm.
The world ended there for a second.
I agree.
And it's just, if you want to be angry at the contract, it's just like, all right, go back in time and tell people that something was coming that was going to shut the league down and force people to play in a bubble. Like, they would have thought you were nuts, for lack of a better term. So I hate the contract. He's had a rough year. He's played better recently. Yes. He's still probably, obviously the most important voice in the locker room. There's a reason why.
There's a reason why he was picked the captain. Yeah.
They put the C on his chest.
Yeah. Chris
Drury didn't decide it. Gerard Gallant didn't decide. James Dolan didn't decide it. It was up to the players, and they slapped that C on his chest.
Yep.
I've always been dreaming, and I'm a big fan of Rob Luker on Twitter, who's big with Rangers advanced metrics, and I usually just tend to trust him in matters of this. Miller Fox just provides so much intrigue and upside that if those two were playing together, it really does feel like the sky is the limit with that. And I just think if you're trying to create more of a shut-down defensive pairing, Lindgren and Trouba's games kind of go better hand in hand than Lindgren and Fox, as crazy as that is to say because of how dynamic Fox is on his own.